I'm very lucky. We said marathon swimming, marathon swimmers, and I'm training in Marathon Bay. It's amazing.
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on Social Kick. We have a partial crew because Brian is at work searching for Wi-Fi. I'm John Mullen. I have Luke Paddington here, and we're excited because we have another world record holder, but maybe a little different world record holder than we've had in the past. And you know I'm bad at pronouncing names, so I'll give it my best. But we have Spyros Chrysikopoulos here. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm getting better
like
there.
That.
Perfect. Join us here today. How you doing today, Spyros?
I'm fine. Thank you very much. Hello from Greece. My name is Spyros Chrysikopoulos.
Oh yeah, a little different than what I said. So Spyros, tell us a little bit about kind of what you've been up to, what you've been training for, and give us a little update.
I'm a swimmer. I started swimming for 11 years old, swimming backstroke and freestyle, 100 to 100 meters freestyle. But before I start swimming, all happened. When I was a child, I saw a book of Guinness World Record from 1992. In my grandma's house, and I check it with Ayrton Senna out of the cover of the book, and I talked to myself and I said maybe in a few years I will be a Guinness record holder. Who knows? So when when I start swimming, all my friends in the swimming pool says, "Oh, maybe one day we will swim in Olympics or the World Championship, World Cup." And but in the back side of my mind, I was thinking, no, I want to stay in this pool 24 hours, to swimming for 24 hours. I didn't know what is ultra swimming, ultra running. No, I haven't internet in my house yet. So when I stopped the race swimming for 3 years, I training for triathlon, and 2016, I decided to start ultra swimming training, and my first goal was to connect two islands, Rhodes Island and Castellorizo. Castellorizo is the easternmost island of Greece, and when you check the weather on the TV or a map of Greece, Castellorizo was in a box. And I said, why this island must to put in a box? I wanted to help learn about all the other Greeks to learn this island.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really sorry for my English. I stopped my English lesson when I was young for double trainings, morning and evening. So I started training for Rhodes to Castellorizo. Was 124 kilometers in a straight line, but with a huge negative current.
Okay.
So all these years training, I swam 24 hours. My first 24 hours in the pool. I swam 100 kilometers in Toroneos Bay in North Greece, Chalkidiki, in 34 hours. And 2018, I start swimming from Rhodes to Castellorizo. But after 30 hours, I stopped. I have very difficult weather, huge waves. I smell raining, very, very difficult situation. It was October 6 years ago. So I stopped, and I said to myself, one day I will try this again. So after this, I ran some ultra marathons. I ran 150 kilometers. All of this for mind training, and 1990. I talk correct. I swam 100 kilometers in a swimming pool in 29 hours and 16 minutes.
Wow.
And then we have
wait, let's talk about that. So 100 kilometers in 29 hours.
Yes.
How many kilometers per hour is that?
How many?
I mean, that's 3,500 meters per hour. That's a what's that, John? It's a 150 base or so, right? And this is long course?
Long course, 50-meter pool, I think 140 something, I don't remember.
Yeah, 140. Yeah. So you're moving. You break. How often do you break when you do a 29 hours of swim? Do you break every hour for food and drink? Or are you just swimming like non-stop, or do you sets? What are you doing? Describe how you do this.
I stop every 2 kilometers or 3 kilometers or 4 kilometers to drink something, to eat something, as fast as I can, and start again. In my trainings, for example, for 15 kilometers, I swam with a pace 127, 128, 130, 131.
Gotcha. So you're stopping about every hour for the longer pool swims, it seems. Are those pretty scheduled, or are you just kind of stopping when you feel like it?
In a swimming venture, I have a schedule.
Yeah.
In a swimming pool venture, I have a schedule, and in my 24 hours on 100 schedule, that I will stop in 3, and then in 4, and then in 3 again, in 2 kilometers. Yeah, and eating program, what I have to eat, what I have to drink. When I have a venture in the sea, I have a problem, but I try to feel my body and tell me what to eat next.
Gotcha. So listen to more just your internal body and things like that, because we did have a few, and I think we'll get into, I think the way we found you is Luke found this video of you doing the 7-day swim, the record, where, geez, you swam how much? I can't even imagine how much takes Luke and I to swim in a whole year. You swam in a week. You swam 358,200 meters in a week.
First of all, I forgot to thank Anton Janesic for this video. Amazing. Yeah. We are Instagram friends, and this guy is amazing. And thank you, Anton, so much for this. After my attempt at 100 kilometers, we have a problem with coronavirus in Greece and all over the world.
Yep.
So when I start swimming again, I in a difficult week with 20 kilometers a day, the other day 22 kilometers. I thinking, how many kilometers can I do in 1 week? So yeah.
That's just how your brain thinks. How much more can I do? How much more can I do?
And all of this is training for Rhodes Castellorizo, my big goal only. No, the Guinness record yet. So I checked the Guinness record site, and I saw that this record exists, and no one tried to swim this application. So I sign in for this application, and the Guinness Records give me tell me that I had to swim 250 kilometers to break the record. And I'm the first who swam this week. So I start in swimming pool training, and in May 2021, Sunday 12 o'clock, I start for this Guinness attempt.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Looks like we have our other host, Brian. I'm going to bring him in here. So
what's up, boys?
Not much. Glad you're able to make it.
Hello,
Yeah,
Brian.
sorry, man. I'm having all kinds of technology issues over here. Spyros, how are you, man?
I'm fine. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're joining.
We're just talking about this, moderate 7-day swim he did of only 358,000 meters over a 7-day period. B, what's the most you've ever swam in a week, you think?
What's the most I've ever swam in a week?
Yeah. I have to think about it, right?
Well, let's say that the highest average daily, 6 days of training, maybe like in a Christmas training setting, it's been like 10,000 a day, maybe for 6 days.
Yeah,
max.
I was gonna say like 60 to 80, maybe, like maybe.
I don't understand how a human has shoulders and also your skin, like the saturation of your skin. You must have been able to your skin probably aged by 50 years during the span of that swim, that it was so soft that you could walk up and just scratch you and get skin at the end of that week.
I had a very big problem with my skin, my shoulders. I feel amazing pain. I think that my bones won't coming out from my body.
Yeah. As a physical therapist, I certainly don't understand. I mean, we're taking, so it was 50 meters. So you're taking what, like, I don't even know, 30 strokes, 40 strokes a lap for 50 meters. I mean, the amount of revolutions there over that week is absurd. So yeah, I believe you felt like your muscles were falling off your bones at the end of the week. What other difficulties? Because we see you did the record and all that, but I'm sure nothing goes as smooth as you plan. What other challenges maybe came up during that 1 week swim for the world record?
Big problem in the swimming pool is chlorine. I have sometimes I had illusions. The Olympic Stadium, the closed swimming pool. Sometimes the sun hit from the one side, and I said to myself, we changed swimming pool. How does that happen? Sometimes I saw spiders on the roof, people running on the seats, and all this was illusions.
Wow.
But the big problem was the pain of the upper body. When I came out from the water trying to sleep, I don't know how to put my arms here. I couldn't find how to sleep.
Spyros, I want you to let's go back to the beginning of this then, for the audience. What was the world record? How many kilometers did you end up swimming? And describe your day, because you must have slept. So what was the record you're trying to break? How many did you end up doing in total? And tell us like how much you slept, how much you swam per day for 7 days.
I had to swim more than 20. Sorry, I had to swim more than 250 kilometers. I break that on Friday, I think, and until the Sunday I swam 358.2 kilometers. All these days, I didn't swimming with 24 hours or a days. I'm trying to listen my body, and when I feel very tired, I came out to the pool to go to the restroom, to take a shower, and then to go back again. For example, my first 24 hours, I didn't sleep. I came out from the pool, I sitting, and then I start again. All the other days, I slept 1 hour, 1.5, 2 hours, and going back again. I think my biggest sleep is 330 hours. I think the most difficult day was the third and fourth day. Very, very difficult. And
so, any fins, any kickboard, or is just
No.
freestyle in a Speedos?
Only swimwear, goggles, and my Swedish goggles. I am old school.
Oh,
and,
man.
And the swimming cap.
Man, your eyes weren't popping out of their sockets with the Swedish goggles?
No, that's okay. Only freestyle, no using flippers or paddles. Only freestyle. For all of these, 358 kilometers freestyle and 200 meters backstroke. all this week.
Okay, you did do some backstroke. I was curious if that was, when you said mostly freestyle, if that was part of the rules. But what were some of the rules and the officials that you had to have present just to make sure that you weren't spending a week straight swimming only to find out that it didn't count?
The title of this application is farthest distance swimming in 1 week in a 50-meter pool by men. So I could swim how much if I want. No rules about freestyle or backstroke, but I swam freestyle and 200 meters backstroke. We had cameras for all this week with a huge database, and everything. I have two judges who check me and check the meters. I use my watch to check the meters too. Judges change it every 4 hours, and that was very difficult because for 1 week we have a many couple of judges outside, and every day the cameras open. If I was asleep and if I was out of the pool and sleeping, camera wreck the empty swimming pool, and the judges stay here and waiting on their seats.
Wow.
Now, had you had experience with this type of attempt before? Because as I understand from people who've done, big open water swim records and things, if you don't know the process, like there's a lot that you need to set up in advance. You have to notify them in advance of a record attempt. You have to hire the judges. You have to coordinate everything. Was this all a learning process for you to assemble all of this, or what's your background in, making these sort of official record attempts?
Hey, everybody. Quick pause to say thank you for watching and listening to Social Kick. If you like this episode, give it a like. And if you like what we're all about, consider giving us a follow or subscribe on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, @SocialKickSwim. You know what to do. Thanks so much for hanging out with us, and we'll keep telling all the stories about swimming. Cheers.
First of all, my team is my family. Help me for all of this about the cameras and all the judges. No one from your family can be judged. My experience was 100 kilometers in a pool a few years ago, 100 kilometers in open water sea and Chalkidiki. But this record was new for me. I had experience, but it was something very difficult, very new for me. I never swam more than 3 days with so many kilometers. So that was a challenge.
I have a question. So you did 82 kilometers in 24 hours, right? When you did your 100 kilometer in 29 hours, your 24-hour split was 82 kilometers. Is that, how good is that? Is there a world record for the amount of meters or kilometers you swim in 24 hours?
No, it's not. In Guinness is 100 kilometers in 24 hours. I have 19 kilometers, but in a 25-meter pool. This year I changed year in a swimming pool, Olympic Stadium again, but in 25-meter swimming pool with 90 kilometers and 100 meters. And I start swimming 31 of December, and I finished 1st of January 2024. I think that will be a good year for me, but it was difficult year. And all of this, in all these 24 hours, people can give money to a hospital with children with cancer. So about the 24 hours, I had swum 2 times 24 hours, but with a wetsuit in a swimming pool, because it was training from Rhodes to Castellorizo with wetsuit. My first, I swam 77 kilometers. My 1 year later, I swam 88 kilometers. And 1 year again, 1999, I swam 100 kilometers with 82 kilometers split.
And for those swims, I'm assuming no sleep at all for like the 24-hour swims, and I guess minimizing bathroom breaks as much as possible. So are you trying to coordinate what you're eating just so you don't have to get out the water as much?
In the 24 hours, I stay in the water only.
Yeah, no getting out. Okay.
No getting out.
Pee in the pool, John.
There you go. Hey, pee in the pool, number 2 in the deep end, right? That's how it goes on what my coach used to say.
Extremely sometimes.
Spyros,
only on adventure, never in a training.
Spyros, the Greeks are known for these ultra feats of sports. I mean, it's the Olympics, right? Going back to the origins of the marathon and where that started from. But with open water swimming, especially in the Greek Isles, there's a special, story around it when it comes to the refugee crisis that happens. You had a lot of people swimming in those oceans and making those crossings and swimming across from Turkey and stuff. Was any of that an inspiration for you, or where in your mind the amount of crossings and tragedy that happened in those waters you swam in? Were you affected by that at all, or inspired by that, or was it just a coincidence?
If I understand the question, I'm really sorry. when I complete the Guinness record, I said now I'm ready to try again my second attempt from Rhodes to Castellorizo.
Yes.
And this island give me power to stay in the water 64 hours and 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because the Greek flag give me power to swim against this negative current and stay in the water in these hours.
No, okay.
I think that I don't answer the question, but I'm sorry, I don't understand exactly. Do you speak about the immigrants?
Yes. So the immigrants who had to flee, the war, and they went to the Greek Isles, and a lot of them didn't make that crossing that you've made, and because they could not swim or do that. And I just wondered if that played a factor in any of your swimmings or in your environments where you swam.
That's very sad. I'm trying with my swimming to talking about the word peace, but yeah, it's very difficult for the islands and for the immigrants all these last years.
Yeah, totally. It was hard times. What was the conditions like in the crossings? You mentioned the current. How is the current always very, very strong, and is it very choppy and windy? What are some of the situations? Do you have jellyfish? Do you have a lot of high salt content? Is it very cold? Talk to me some of the challenges of that crossing from Rhodes to Castellorizo.
So when I started September 2022 from Rhodes to Castellorizo, very difficult the current, but the most difficult was the salty water. After a few hours, I have a very big problem with my lips, my mouth, my face, and amazing pain. All my body pain, my shoulders, and I said I have no problem. But the biggest problem was my face and my mouth. I will send you a photograph after complete this attempt to see my lips. I didn't have problem with jellyfish in this attempt. I feel some fishes at night to touch me, my hands, my legs, but I have no problem. I never scared, and I respect the sea. I am. This is the environment of fishes, not for me. And but as I saw, my biggest problem was the salty water, and it was very difficult. If you think I swam 100 kilometers in 29 hours in a pool, 34 hours in a sea, but 64 hours for 124 is not possible. So I think sometimes that I swam on a river. If swam negative to a river and swam 100 meters, it is not, maybe you swam 300 meters. So this 64 hours, who knows, maybe I swam 180 kilometers. I don't know. We will never know. And this attempt was with wetsuit. We have many categories in open water, but the two biggest categories is swimwear or wetsuit. When I complete Rhodes Castellorizo with wetsuit, after this, all my attempts, I want to swim with swimwear.
So, as a physical therapist, I deal with a lot of people with shoulder pain and pain in general. And you described shoulder pain, face pain, a lot of pain. So I have a couple questions. One, do you like pain? And then two, how do you get through the pain? Is it mentally? Is it training that you do, or what drives you to push through that pain?
First of all, I don't have a superpower. For example, I'm hungry, I'm cold, I'm pain, I feel pain. But with mind training, the mind is very strong. You can complete whatever you want. When I'm training in the pool, for example, 20 kilometers, 30 kilometers, you will never be ready for 64 hours. Yeah. With this training, with this body training, you prepare yourself for the few first hours with no pain. But when the pain come to my body, I said welcome and start the power of mind to continue to swim.
And is that, yeah, maybe give some examples. Are you saying something to yourself? Are you trying to think about other things? I mean, geez, you're in the water a lot, so I'd imagine you have multiple strategies to get through it. Maybe even singing songs?
All of this. The number one is thinking all this training for all these years and give me power. And why I'm doing this, and give me power to continue. And many hours of mind training. For example, when I have a training in a swimming pool for 8 hours, I'm thinking that I am on the sea and I have the rescue boat, and I imagine that I'm swimming in from Rhodes to Castellorizo. Mm-hmm. When I finish the training and go back to home, do something, or walking, running, training, bike, all these hours I'm training my mind. That's the more important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we did mention earlier that your technique in the water is beautiful. You have a really nice freestyle, and you don't often see that sort of stroke for ultra swimmers in the ocean. You know, you tend to have a lower elbow, you know, more of a crossover, more of a wiggle, and it's for a reason, right? It's to conserve energy. It's to make sure the shoulders are not over rotating too much. But you still have a really nice streamline and tight long stroke.
I'm trying. After a few hours, I have a very bad stroke. I'm trying catch up as much I can, and economy stroke. And if I have calm water, trying to catch, but if I have waves, I have a short stroke. Thank you for the compliment about my technique, but you are faster than me. Brian, Brian swam 150 butterfly 22 seconds, 22:93, I think. My record in 50-meter freestyle was 25 seconds and a half.
I was just going to ask you about how fast you are in a pool. Like, what about your pool experience? And by the way, your technique is better than Luke because you get a lot of repetitions. Luke, listen, he actually trains, Luke. Spyros, yeah, what about some of your other times? I mean, I would imagine you're not a pure 50 freestyler, but in the pool, what sorts of what events were you finding success in? What would you say was like your best event in the pool swimming?
I never participate of the European or what I have. Sure. I had medals in national jump in 400 meters freestyle.
What was your best 400? What's your best time 400?
410.
410. Yeah, but hey, the thing, yeah, it doesn't matter. The thing is, like, you're finding success really long distance.
16 years old. I swam 4 minutes and 10. And
By the way,
It's very,
that's faster than I
it's
can
very
do.
slow. But as I said when we start, all my friends in the swimming pool said, "Oh, we will try to be faster to participate from the national team with in a European World Championship." But my mind, from when I was 12 years old, I said, one day I will swim 24 hours. I didn't care about Olympics. I am big fan of Olympics and World Championship swimming, track and field, bike, everything. But my mind is only in ultra swimming, slow and steady.
Well, like Brian was mentioning, you still are a great pool swimmer, and 410 is a great time. So I guess when you're training for these ultra endurance events, could you tell us more about some of the sets and maybe some of the hard sets you're doing?
Mhm. I tried to connect the race training with ultra philosophy. But for example, one training for 12 kilometers, all freestyle, and stop every for 4 kilometers to drink something for 1 minute, to do some stretching, and start again, 1 or 2 minutes rest. For example, my shortest training in a pool was is 12 kilometers. If I don't have time, for example, I have only 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. I said, "Oh, I will not swim today. Let's go to the gym." My shortest swimming training is 12 kilometers. Or about if I have many months before my next venture, I use paddles with the boy, technique exercises, but I never stop before the 2 kilometers. For example, 20 kilometers with 10 every 2000 meters set.
And you mentioned your next adventures. Are we planning the next one? I can imagine. I mean, it's like a slippery slope. You have the 24 hours record going for the 7-day record. Is there a 30-day record? Is there a 365-day record? And are those on your sites, or what are some next things you want to work towards?
I have many goals, and because I organized me and my team plus team, friends, family. It's very difficult to know what's the next, because it's very difficult to find the sponsors in Greece. So right now I don't know my next goal for this summer 2025, but maybe this summer I will try again to swim from Greece to Italy, because last August I tried to swim from the westernmost island of Greece, this time called Othoni, to swim to Italy, the Otranto Strait. But I had with swimwear, no wetsuit. I have very big problem with swarm of jellyfish.
Mm-hmm.
For many hours, again and again, in my face, arms, and after 53 kilometers and 17 hours, I stopped this venture. So maybe I will try this again next year, and I'm sure that I will try again. Maybe if I will not do it to 25, maybe 26. It was easy, difficult weather, but it's easier than Rhodes Castellorizo. And I want to connect these countries, Greece to Italy, and I have many goals to do about open water and to swimming pool, but open water. I am open water swimmer.
Well, I want to ask you about the pools or the waters you swim in, because we don't often speak to swimmers who swim forever in a pool and in the ocean. For you, what's the ideal type of water to be able to swim forever? Is it fresh water, chlorine, salt? Is it calm? Is it pool? Is it lake? If you had the perfect conditions to swim for a long time, what kind of water is it?
I think the perfect water is a lake water.
Yeah.
Of course, I prefer lake sea from the pool.
Yeah.
I am a man. I feel very close to nature. The perfect condition, I think, is lake water because there is no salt, there is no currents, there is no chlorine, and I know that sometime I will trying to do a record on a lake.
I was going to ask then, because we have swum and we like swimming in a lake. There's the Lake Tahoe has a swim that the three of us have swum across together, and I like it because it's really good conditions. If you had these conditions, how long do you think you could swim for? And I have to asterisk this because there are people who swim for a long time, but I don't think they go as fast as you do. You are moving for what your long swims. So if you had great conditions, how long do you think you could keep swimming without stopping for?
I don't know. We will learn it in a few years. I think that I can stay awake with no sleep 17 hours, 70 hours, and
wow.
Yeah, I think I can do because in 64 hours I'm okay. I have illusions, of course, but I feel okay about the sleeping. I don't know.
Yeah.
Of course, the backside of my mind, I have to do a world record in a sea or a lake, many categories. But first, I want to target my other goals, and then I will try to do a world record.
Wow.
Excellent.
You said about Lake Tahoe.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And Sarah Thomas for me because she's a legend. Is the best. She's the best ultra swimmer for me. And maybe I swim together one time.
Well, we look forward to that. All right, Spyros, we're going to finish up with some rapid fire questions for you, okay?
Okay. And sorry, and of course I want to swim together in a pool when I come to USA. We'll have a race, a 50-meter freestyle or butterfly.
Love it. I think Luke wants to sign up for that 400-meter race, though.
Yeah, 410.
All right. Well, let's get into some rapid fire here. So what is the hardest race in swimming?
If you mean a race, you mean the adventure?
Yeah, hardest event in swimming.
Hardest ever is Rhodes Castellorizo. With this amazing pain, of course. In my mind, after Rhodes Castellorizo, I said, "Oh, the Guinness World Record was easy."
Would you rather have an Olympic gold medal or a world record?
World record.
Okay.
With no second thing. World record means that you are the best all over the best all over the years. Gold medal is, of course, is an Olympic gold medal, but it's about this time, the participants. For example, I didn't like to win a medal in Olympics with no one, with my a very good swimmer didn't participate.
Got it. What's the hardest open water swim that you haven't done in the world?
I don't know. I think Mediterranean Sea is very difficult from the salty water. Maybe in Pacific Ocean with amazing, very big swell. I don't know. I want to swim English Channel or Scottish Channel one time. Not very big distance, but difficult weather and cold water. I don't know. We will learn. I think Rhodes Castelloris was very difficult. When I swam something difficult, more difficult than Castellorizo, I will tell you.
Perfect. What's the best fuel or thing to eat for open water swimming or while you're doing open water swimming?
Yeah, it's different in every hour. It is different. For example, in 20 hours I eat a banana, so okay, and in 24 hours, oh, I can't eat banana. It's burns. A gel, energy gel with carbs, banana, or some fruits. Everything is friendly for your mouth. Is perfect. Or you can eat watermelon or a soft bar of energy, but very very soft.
I'm sure you were following the water quality of the Seine at the Paris Olympics. Mm-hmm. Would you have swam in the Seine at the Paris Olympics?
The Seine, what do you mean, Seine?
The river, the Seine at the Paris Olympics for the open water. Would you have swam in that water?
Sick one, no. I open water and triathlon very bad water. I don't know. If I qualified to Olympics, I don't know. Oh my God, very
What's
very difficult question for me. If I qualified for Olympics, but I think that I will swim.
What's the scariest thing you've ever seen while doing an open water swim?
The scariest thing. I never scare when I'm in the sea. I feel that's my environment. I feel perfect when I swim. I am scared when I'm out of the water, and I feel safety in my environment when I was swimming. We are people. We have a very big power mind. We don't have thinking about scaries and bad things. We have very strong body and mind. I talk to my athletes. Don't thinking what happened if you saw a shark, you saw a big fish. So you have to respect the sea and positive thinking.
In your opinion, who's the best Greek swimmer of all time?
Greek swimmer of all time. Difficult. Of course, not me. Of course, first thing is Spyros Gianniotis with the silver medal in Rio 2016. Aris Grigoriadis, first gold medal in 50 back in Montreal 2007. Apostolos Christou, the first Olympic medal in Paris in a pool. We have many good swimmers.
So in the United States, we have Halloween coming up where kids dress up as different things and they get candy. You maybe have heard of it or seen it before. So if someone wanted to dress up as you for Halloween, what would they wear?
You know, or with my towel and the swimwear, or with my wetsuit. That's a standard standard for a swimmer.
So a lot of people believe that open water swimmers need more body fat for heat and warmth. Do you know how much body fat you have?
Yeah, I have 10%, 11, 12 here. I try to take kilos, but it's very small the different when I was in the water, and it's cold again. So in my kilos now, I feel okay. So. I want to stay in the cold water with the power of my mind, with my body fat.
Mm-hmm. All right, last one here, then we'll let you out of here. Do you ever social kick with your open water adventures?
Do you know what social kick is?
Social kick, I learned about you last 2 days, 3 days. I saw some conversations, interviews. It was amazing. I like guys who loves swimming. About Marcel, Kate Ledecky, Bruno Fratus, the last posts. You do an amazing job. I am a big fan of race swimming. I remember myself in Olympics 2000, 2004 here, 2008, Michael Phelps, Ian Thorpe, Peter van de Hoekevan, Inge de Bruin, Natalie Cathell. I love it. I never lose a race or a national or a world championship or a World Cup now in Shanghai. I love it.
Well, we appreciate the kind words, but the social kick I was referring to was when you kick with a board and you talk with your friends. So perhaps on your next race, you'll have to bring a board, open water swim, and talk to your family on your boat.
I think that you asked about your Instagram profile, but yeah, social kick is with a board. Yeah, I am alone in a training, so I don't have someone to talk. I talk to myself when I do this. Unfortunately, I have many years to do training with my board and legs because in ultra swimming we don't use legs. For example, I do one kick or 3 kick to break, and very very soft, only to keep me up, no for go front.
Great. All right, Spyros. Well, that's all the questions we have here today. So thank you again for joining us on the show. We look forward to seeing your next insane adventure, but we got to let you go because I'm sure you have more swimming to do because you do a lot of swimming.
I will go tomorrow morning to swim in open water in Marathon Bay. I'm very lucky. We said marathon swimmers, and I'm training in Marathon Bay. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's a great setup.
Guys, I want to tell you thank you so much. I'm really sorry for my English. I understand you, but as I told you, I stopped my lessons for swimming trainings. Thank you so much. Maybe one time we will swim together when I come to USA.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, we look forward to that. And don't worry about your English. You heard me try to pronounce your last name, so I am way worse with pronunciation than you. You did great. So thanks again, everyone, for joining us. That's this episode of Social Kick.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you enjoyed this episode of Social Kick and you'd like to see more, subscribe to the channel. And we love talking swimming, and we'd love to talk about swimming with you. So leave us a comment, and we'll see you next time.